Hey everybody, it's Katie Jarrett, your My Vision Express product manager. Thanks for stopping in. Today, I'm going to go over a few pointers on using a popular module called the After Sales module in MVE. This module is used for processing returns, warranties, exchanges, or reprocesses in your software. It takes away the manual work that would go along with those and hopefully improves the transition for you, and also you do not have to do the calculations for returns or warranties or exchanges as it's part of the wizard. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and I will be able to show you what the setup process is for using the after sales module, and just some helpful tidbit information. So the first thing is, if you do not currently have it activated, you will need to go to File, Setup, and Company. And here you will activate the after sales module. So you'll click on the System tab, and you'll see here you have a check mark for after sales. So if it's not checked, that means it's not enabled. You'll want to check it, hit Save on your MVE toolbar, log off, and log back in to have it available for you. Since ours is already active, I'll skip those steps. The next thing you need to do is set up your reasons. So there's different reasons somebody might want to return an item, or you may only want to allow a warranty to be no charge for specific reasons. So to set those up, you'll go to File, Setup, Categories. Here you can filter to non-exam. That way you get rid of all the exam categories. And this is in alphabetical order, which means you'll have to search through to hit all of your after sale options. You can see here the first one is after sales returned item options. These are basically, well, what are you going to do if somebody wants to return an item? You're either going to return it to inventory, manufacturer, salvage, or the DC. You can, of course, add any reason, any returned item option that you choose just by clicking Add and typing freely here. We also have, if we go down the line, we will have the other options of return reason, reprocess reason. So let's do reprocess first. So reprocess, a reason somebody's going to choose reprocess for their after sales module is because maybe it is a lab error, entry error, or a doctor change. So reprocess does not allow you to charge or return any monies back to the patient. It is strictly no charges are involved. It is just, okay, I need to get these lenses. I need the prescription to be different because it was a doctor change. I'm going to reprocess, and you actually select the same inventory. So there's no inventory changes. You're just getting it to be new and no charge. So that would be a reprocess. So you can see I've got some that I added and then some that are hard-coded in the system. Also keep in mind with most of these after sale options, you can select what it can apply to. So for instance, if you are doing a physician RX change, you can scroll over, and I'll just use my handy dandy screen splitter here. And we can see that on the physician RX change, we have checked off as frame, spectacle, contacts, and other. That means that if I want to run the physician RX change and the frame is part of that reprocess transaction, it will let me also reprocess a frame. However, if I remove frame, if I remove contacts and other inventory, I will only be able to use the physician RX change reason for spectacle lenses only. It will not let me reprocess a frame, contacts, or other inventory. So just a handy tip to keep that in mind. If you want to limit what you can use the reprocess reason, limit the inventory, then make sure you check off appropriately here. There's also return reason. So same thing. You have customer satisfaction, item order not available, on back order, and again, maybe non-adapt for progressives or something like that. You can do that if they're just completely returning it. And again, make sure you check off what inventory it applies to or all. Other ones that we have in here also are a warranty reason. A warranty is a little bit more unique. With warranty, you are able to select different inventory. So this is going to be all up to the office how you would like to use it, because depending on the reason, then you can or cannot charge. So maybe for a frame defect will be no charge, or an AR warranty will be no charge. Now, to go a step further, you can create a maybe 50% off accident warranty and then create a marketing code in your marketing code setup to take 50% off of that order. So it's not the same full charge, but it is going to give the client a discount because it was a warranty. So marketing codes we'll cover in another video. That's also really helpful to know. But if you're very familiar, that's one way of doing a warranty where maybe it's just 50% and then create that marketing code for it and have it selected here. So that's where you set up your reasons for after sales. One more helpful tidbit here is that you can set how long you want to allow the after sale types to work. So for instance, maybe your reprocess, you only will allow doctor changes for 3 months. And after that, it's like just a new pair of glasses. So for that setup, you'd find order status on the left, and you would click this AS Actions. Here you can see that for my exchange, I have 30 days. Reprocess, I have 90 days. Return, I have 30. And a warranty, I have 365 days. So if an optician tries to do an exchange and it's been over 30 days, the after sale wizard will not allow you to do it. One more step you can do is you can also set order statuses. So for instance, to run an exchange, it has to be less than 30 days and it has to be set to delivered, or maybe it has to be set to paid in full. You don't want to exchange something, of course, if you haven't received your payment for it, or warranty or return, and so on. So if you select an order status to your after sale action, then that order will have to be set to that status in order for it to function. Otherwise, the wizard will not let you continue. Let's get to the good stuff now. So I will pull up my order. We'll go ahead and pull up our Mr. Charles Darwin. I created an order and I took full payment for it. Let's say maybe the patient wants to return it. They just want a full return. They don't want to exchange. We will go ahead and highlight, and then we can click after sales on our right. Now, before I do jump into running the return, let's do a quick recap of what these mean. Reprocess is going to allow you to reprocess the order. That's going to mean the same inventory selected. You can't pick new lenses, you can't pick new frame. It's going to be the same exact inventory that you originally selected. New prescription will be able to be chosen because that's mainly what it's for, but there'll be no charges, there'll be no refunds. Warranty will allow you to use any of those reasons that I showed you earlier, and it may be a charge or it may not be a charge. So it just depends on how you have it set up. A return will just return the items that you choose to return and then refund the patient or leave the credit on the patient's account if they choose to do so. And an exchange will allow you to change material. You can get new lenses, you can get new frame. It may be more expensive, it may be cheaper. Whatever it is, it will calculate it for you. So if it's not an even exchange because the inventory is different, then it may be that you'll be given the patient a credit or a refund, or you'll be taking more. This can be helpful depending on how your office runs for, let's say, a patient who maybe did, lined bifocals. Well, they really want to uh, enhance to progressive lenses. And so you're going to take that and you're going to charge them the difference with an exchange. Okay, so let's just do a return, nice and simple. I will hit return after sale wizard opens. Here we see I can select the reason. Now, it automatically defaults to check all three. But if you're only returning one of them, then just select whichever one you're returning. Let's just return the whole order so you can see it all. My reason for returning, maybe I will say customer satisfaction. Hopefully you don't get too many of those. Next, it's going to ask us what to do with the original item. Maybe I want to return everything back manufacturer, lensa, we'll just return them all to manufacturer. Then I hit next. Now it's going to say you've successfully provided the information needed to process the transaction, click process, and it's going to go ahead and open up our order. Now, with a return, you will not get a new order. You will only have your original order, and then you'll see the refunded amounts. However, if you do an exchange, a warranty, or a reprocess, you will actually get a brand new order created, and it will reference the original order number. So from here, you can see that I owe the patient $247.50 because those were my original charges. They had paid in full, and now we need to refund that back. So if you wanted to do a refund, then you could click payments. However, you can also leave this as is, and this will be a credit. So next time the patient orders, you can pull this order in with your new order, and it will credit that $247.50 will go towards their new order. If we click on payments, it will open up, and then we can click return payment to our right. Maybe I'm gonna give it back to them and maybe mail them a check. And then we now have a zero balance. We've returned that full amount and we're all done. So that is just some hopefully helpful tidbits about using the after sales module. There will be more to come. Please feel free, reach out to us if you have requests about videos or modules that you would find helpful just to spend a few minutes to watch. Send them in. Please contact support, send us your feedback, enhancement requests. Remember, we're here to optimize your software so you can optimize your optical practice. Have a great rest of your day.